This is the Washington Times front page for Wednesday, November 12th, 2025. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. Democrats didn't secure their top health care priority in the bipartisan deal to reopen the government, but they didn't walk away empty-handed. Lindsay McPherson reports the 8 Democrats who supported the deal caved on their party's key demand to include an extension of enhanced Affordable Care Act subsidies. In return, they accepted the promise of a Senate vote next month on that issue, which Republicans first offered early in the shutdown. Additionally, they can tout tangible victories such as reversing and preventing federal employee layoffs and avoiding potential cuts to Medicare. The shutdown, which set a new record in length, is poised to end this week after the Senate voted 60-40 to pass a spending package that funds the government through January 30th. It also funds the legislative branch and the Departments of Agriculture and Veterans Affairs through September 30th. The House will vote on the package as early as today. Widespread discontent over inflation and the economy have led pollsters to caution this year's election results are a red flag for Republicans. Jeff Murdoch reports Democrats won gubernatorial contests in New Jersey and Virginia after their candidates pledged to address the high cost of living and said President Trump has enacted policies that reward billionaires and drive up costs for everyday Americans. Exit polls told the same story. Voters were concerned about affordability, and their patience was wearing thin with Trump's efforts to fix the problem. Additionally, consumer confidence is falling and tariffs will increase some prices this holiday season, but retailers don't expect it to ruin Christmas, with shoppers poised to spend more than $1 trillion. Tom Howe reports wages have outpaced inflation recently and the unemployment rate remains relatively low despite concerns about a potential hiring slowdown. At the same time, the tariffs Trump has applied to imported goods could add an average of $132 in holiday costs per shopper, according to LendingTree. Economists say the result is a mixed bag. Consumers are sour about the economy and face added costs, but they refuse to skimp on presents for children and loved ones, even if it means scouring for bargains. The Department of Homeland Security has shown significant drops in every major border category except one, the number of terrorism suspects detected crossing. Stephen Dinan reports that number increased nearly 30-fold from several dozen a month at the northern and southern borders to more than 950 in September alone. An official said the increase is due to more being flagged in the terrorist data screening set, better known as the terrorism watch list. More are being flagged since the Trump administration classified Mexico's biggest smuggling cartels and several international gangs as terrorist organizations. And finally, President Trump's threat to resume nuclear weapons tests has sparked unease in Russia and China and triggered frustration among some U.S. nonproliferation experts. John Seward reports Trump announced last month that ending the U.S.'s more than 3-decade moratorium on tests is warranted because Russian and Chinese nuclear stockpiles are approaching U.S. levels and because other nations are already involved in some degree of testing. The comments underscore growing uncertainty about the future of global nonproliferation standards. They also raise the question of whether the world is heading into a new era of great power nuclear tests. Find all today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.